Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, subscribe to this family-friendly channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any posts. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks of what's coming up next. In this video, it's Ready to Love Season 4, Episode 4, entitled Sippin' Wine, Sippin' Tea. I give a full episode recap with photos offset to the side, and then I give my review at the end. No need to dig around. I have all of the minute marks in the comments. It's all coming up next. The ladies meet. Yes, the girlies, they meet up with Tommy and the energy is popping. They learn that the area that they're in is the ladies' lounge where they can let loose and spill the little keys about the fellas. Now, this week it's in the ladies' court for elimination, but Tommy wants them to lead the week with purpose. He wants them to dig deeper and ask those important questions. And at the end of the week, they will review their findings like a detective. Vernicia meets up at Joel's house, and she's excited to meet with him because the last time that they had a one-on-one was at the mixer. He tells her that he's cooked her a wonderful breakfast and that he's actually been thinking about her and how she's very deep and how she considers her motherhood. He explains that even after his wife passed, that he never gave up on love. His project now is preparing an outdoor kitchen because he loves to be hands-on, and one of his things is just fixing things around the house. He likes Vernicia's vibes and connection. Now it's Alexis and Troy. They meet up for a date, and Alexis already has reservations about him, his vibes, and one thing that was on her mind is how he promises her all these trips and taking her out for her birthday, but she learned from the other ladies that he's telling them the same thing. Now it's her opportunity to put him on the spot to address what he's been telling everybody. She wants to know, if you're gonna make me your number one, treat me like that, because I've learned that you're telling me and the other ladies the same things. Now, you can't go around just kissing everybody on the forehead and on the cheek, but Troy seems shocked and kind of confused about what she's saying. He even says in the production clip, well, when I was doing it, many of the ladies weren't resistant and they kind of seemed like they liked it. Amber and Chris have a workout date, and Chris wants to get to know her deeper. They start off with some shadow boxing, and Chris loves her personality. Amber thinks that there's a spark happening and that maybe he feels the same. Amber shares that when she was younger, she was adopted, and when she got older, she recently found a biological sibling. Chris has a similar story because he found out that his father has 11 children with 9 different women. And as he gets older, he's slowly meeting more and more of his biological siblings. She shares that she's a DA, and it took her a while to really release her career because many men find it intimidating. For her, it pushes men away. Chris, however, doesn't find her career intimidating, and he tells production that her career secret is safe with him. We then have Stacy and David. They start off with a Pilates date, but Stacy doesn't like that David is late already. They have a great workout, and David loves that she takes care of her body because he's a touchy-feely kind of guy. He expresses that he's ready for marriage, and that's the next step in his life. They then talk about privacy and trust. Basically, Stacy isn't down with knowing all the passwords to all your accounts, but David disagrees. He feels that everything should be wide open in marriage. Stacy thinks that he has a misunderstanding and misinterpretation of the differences of privacy and secrecy. We have a double date with Jason and Alexis and AJ and Liz. They play a nice game of cornhole, and of course, Alexis is very competitive, but Liz is racking up all the points all the way until they win the game, and the vibes are positive. They break off so they can talk to each other individually, and Jason is trying to switch gears in his mind from seeing her as a parent who has a kid on his team and seeing her more as a date. Alexis is not feeling how Jason seems like he's really not too relaxed. He's way on the other side of the couch when he's talking to her, but maybe that will change over time. With AJ and Liz, AJ is loving her vibes and Liz is loving his. They want to reach deeper, and especially Liz. She wants to think about what the assignment was, and she wants to ask some very important questions, and the topic is intimacy before marriage. Liz is abstinent, and she wants to remain that way until she's married. She wants to continue that goal role with somebody that has the same feelings. AJ feels that she's genuine and a really nice person, but can't really give a definite answer about remaining abstinent before marriage. Liz is kind of disappointed that he feels that way, but maybe as they get to know each other a little more, maybe he might change his mind. Ron and Chrysanthemum go on a date, and she thinks that Ron is very attractive and was really digging the strong hug he gave her. They play some Connect 4, laugh, and drink some shakes. They move on to play block Jenga, and Ron starts in with the questions. Chrysanthemum is ready for true love. He had a rough upbringing, but now he's ready for something very serious. Ron thinks that the providing and being the protector is the easy part, but he wants to be desired. Ron is really digging her traditional quote-unquote man taking care of everything views, and he's digging that because that's the same thing that he admires. Liz and David have their date, and they start off saying prayer before they eat. Liz loves his spiritual foundation, and it's one of the things that she feels drew her to him. David explains that growing up, he grew up in a very strict household. So strict his mother would answer the phone, praise the Lord, and it would embarrass him in such a way that girls didn't want to call. When he went off to college, he felt that he was so shielded and sheltered that he left the faith, but eventually came back. Liz says that she's been in situations, but not a real relationship in 17 years. David explains to her that he's been married twice. In the first marriage, he was in his early 20s, and his second marriage, the woman walked out after 1 year. David is not afraid of the future in relationships. He's just afraid of someone leaving him again. Now all of the ladies are at the ladies' lounge, and they cannot wait to share and spill some tea. Tommy arrives fresh to death, and everybody is cheering him on how awesome he looks. But he tells everybody, hey, now it's time to focus. Who feels that they are at the beginning stages of maybe a little love story? And Vernicia can't wait to go first. She feels that she's really digging Joel. They connected on a lot of stuff, and she can't wait to get to know him deeper. Tressa says that she's feeling Joel too because she loves his accent. It's all about when he says baby all the time. Lisa spills about David, and she enjoyed getting to know him and feels that maybe God is trying to tell her something. She feels that his emotions and intents are genuine. Amber says that she's digging Chris because on a lot of aspects they share a lot of similarities. Chrysanthemum talks about Ron and how they were really digging each other at the mixer, but now after talking with him, she's digging him even more. Now it's time to talk about who the ladies aren't feeling. Stacy goes in to talk about David and how he talked about he wanted to share all passwords and everything, access to every single thing. And Tommy says, well, that's when we're bringing in past situations into the next phase of relationships. And Stacy says, yeah, to me, that just didn't sound and feel right. And Liz says, well, you know what? I'm not swayed by hearing that information, so I'm actually looking forward to getting to know him more. Vernicia is not feeling AJ or Troy, and collectively, Liz and Alexis feel the same way. And Kyra isn't feeling David. Now it's time for elimination, and Tommy reminds everybody to remember to remain respectful because next time it could be you. The ladies have decided that Stacy will speak with Troy and Amber will speak with David. Amber sits down with David and she's bringing up a lot of the concerns that some of the women may have. They talk about, I think it's important that we talk about the privacy issue. And David seems kind of defensive and saying, I think what I said was misinterpreted and I know who you're talking about. That comes from a date that I had with Stacy. She says, well, I really want to give you the platform to just express maybe some miscommunication. He says, yeah, transparency and 100% no privacy is something that I want in a marriage. Yes, my past has molded me, but I feel that it's molded me in the right direction. We then have Stacy who speaks with Troy, and she brings up how a lot of the women want to talk about the concerns of not only the kissing on the cheek and the forehead, but also telling the ladies a lot of the same things over and over again. He can't understand what the big deal is and feels that he's being genuine. But she says, are you sure? Some of the ladies might find it that you're not being genuine because you're not being specific. And you know what? We've decided that you're not ready to love. So Troy is eliminated. Amber breaks the news that David stays, but suggests that he should maybe ponder a little bit more about his ideas about privacy, but he's not swaying. He feels the same way, and privacy is something that should be open 100% of the time. And that is the end of the episode. All right, you guys, now it's time for your favorite part of the video, and that is my review. Well, first of all, I thought production was going to keep my boy Troy around a little longer, but apparently the women weren't having it. I thought production was going to keep him around to be even a little bit more entertaining. Now, I do find Troy a little bit more interesting than David. I ain't going to lie. Even though he was kissing on everybody and all that other stuff. The ladies could have told him, hey, you know what? No more kissing me on the cheek and the forehead. None of that. But I've been saying all along, Troy is not ready for love. He's ready for dating. Mr. Troy need to be on a dating show. I don't think he's ready for something so serious as marriage. He just need to get a whole caravan of people and just go kick it in Mexico. And put me on a list, bro. I don't mind going with you. You just ain't gonna be kissing all on me. I mean, if you want to offer a free trip, let's go. My passport's ready. But Troy, you know what? I really want to see you on a dating show, and I'm not gonna lie. I just thought you were entertaining, and, you know, with him gone, I mean, what other things are going to be more exciting? I think with Ron, he's really looking for somebody. Moving on, talking about somebody else. Ron is really looking for that super duper 1950s type of setting. I wonder how Chrysanthemum is going to feel when he expresses to her the same thing that he told Andrea. Remember that he wants the woman to be at home. He's going to make all the money, and she going to be at home barefoot and pregnant. She might be okay with that, but I don't know. She seems like a very independent person. But remember, we're just getting to those early stages of getting to know one another. Chrysanthemum is all smiles and happy. Oh, I love the fact that he's so real and he's genuine and this, you know, a provider and protector. And Ron, you know, that sounded like a sales pitch to me. You know, when he was telling Chrysanthemum that, you know, the protection and the providing part is easy. I just want somebody that, you know, just need me. So when you say that, my brother, are you saying that she's got to be on you hand and foot because ain't nothing free? I mean, you know, somebody could need you, but are you really saying needy to the point where you counting the miles on the car? She can't go nowhere? Does she have an allowance? Ooh, Chrysanthemum, still a lot to learn about it. I have nothing against people who want to have a traditional quote-unquote relationship and staying at home raising the kids while the guy goes out and provides. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the fog in the wool is over the eyes because, of course, that gets deeper the more that you get to know somebody. What are the parameters, and what he wants is traditional marriage, and what are the parameters with you? Because I feel that Ron is on the 1955 level and don't even thinking about going nowhere. Baby girl, you don't even need a license. For what? I'll take you there. All right, moving along, you guys. Stacy, I 100% agree with you. There is a difference between privacy and secrecy. It's totally different. When it comes to privacy is your own domain, your own world, your own things that you can call your own. Secrecy is something totally different. I agree. Secrets is just when you're doing things just to be demeaning and you know for a fact that you're being misled or you're trying to hide something that isn't something that you know that's approval worthy. That's something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, right? Trying to keep it a secret, being deceitful. And David saying that, oh no, you're married, you have no privacy at all, everything's 100%. I'm just like, ooh, you are bringing some deep stuff with you. Like, are you afraid? What are you afraid of? You're afraid of somebody hiding what? Because of your previous relationships, that they hide something from you? If it was me, if I went on a second date, if I was a person that was interested in David, I would ask those questions. What were the things that caused that woman, that last person in that marriage, to walk out? What had happened? And that first marriage in your early 20s, what had happened? David, you seem like, with all love and respect, you seem like you need individual counseling and independent therapy. There's a reason why, there might be a reason why your marriages are failing. Is it because you haven't tapped into who the real you is? Or are you quick into hopping into marriages instead of knowing somebody and taking your time and taking things slow? There are probably some things that are pushing away some women out of your life because of maybe some patterns and things that you're still doing. It might be. Now, Amber and Chris, I don't know. Amber's feeling, some type of vibe because they share some things and blah, blah, blah. But it just seems kind of off to me. If anything, the connection is just y'all had a good date. That's about it. I mean, Chris, you seem like a really good dude, but overall you seem kind of boring and lame. I mean, not to kind of go there, but it's just like there's really no, I don't think that y'all were just clicking. Y'all getting along, but I don't think y'all clicking. I mean, there was the first date, but we'll see. The date with Jason and Alexis, I've been saying this all along. The vibe is just off to me. When they talk to each other, it's like she's the mom and then that's just some young guy. I mean, they probably not that much difference in age, but the vibe gives me mother-son. It gives me, let me tell you what to do kind of vibe. It doesn't give me this youthful, get to know you energetic vibe. I've been saying this for the longest. Alexis, I just think you just need to get your groove on for a while. Maybe go to Jamaica, take you a best friend, and find you somebody, okay? You've been cooped up and you was in that marriage where you really couldn't do anything. Now you would just act this sexual static time in your life where you just want somebody to just change the pipes, okay? And just knock it out the box. That's what you need. Call Troy, okay, after this is all said and done, and I really believe y'all should go on a trip and have a good time. You got a lot of sexual tension built up, and so does he. And y'all can just blast each other to the moon, and I would be more than happy to see y'all in the sky like a shooting star. That's what y'all need. Don't be afraid of that. I'm really digging Jason and Kyra. I feel that they're not really seeing the connection just yet, but I can kind of see Jason and Kyra getting to know one another. One of the things that Kyra said about Jason on a previous episode when they went out on a little date and had the little salad, she said, oh, he looks like the cute type. But girl, y'all really had a really good conversation. That lets me know that Kyra, boo, do you have a type and that's blinding you from a good man? Don't do that, boo boo. Listen to the man. Look at what you working with. Jason, also the same thing. You're very open and all this other stuff. And he made a comment about Alexis saying, I'm really trying hard to cut that off in my mind and seeing her as a mother of one of the kids on the team and seeing her as a date. Don't do it, bruh. Don't date her. It's just off. I'm not feeling it. Move on to another candidate. It's just not it. I don't know if it's just the people that are in this season, but it seems like everybody who's left, it's kind of like it's forced. And it's going kind of fast. It seems like the eliminations are coming every 5 minutes, and we really don't know each other yet. I think a lot of people on this season are kind of emotionally all over the place. But let me know what you think. Make sure that you like this video and comment below, and also share with family and friends because this is a family-friendly channel. Smash that like button, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name, officialbunne_E. Don't be afraid to DM me if you're too shy to leave comments. Take care of yourself and others. Until next time, bye.